Okay, so I just gotta tell you guys something. I kinda got bored while making all those redstone doors, so I thought like let's just change some stuff up right now, right? Yeah, exactly. Um, so in this video, I guess I will show you guys how to make a trap, like you see over there. Uh, I hope this will help you guys, and I will also place a short down. And in the short, you can basically have a 2D blueprint, so you can know exactly how to build it. The shorts will be placed online a few days after the actual video. So if you're watching this video in like the first week of its release and you think, where's the shorts? Or something like that, it's probably gonna get uploaded next week, so don't worry, it will come. Why are you guys looking at me like that? Wait, you're also looking at me. Okay. Stop looking at me. Hey. Hey. What is he doing? Look at me. Hi. Okay, right now I'm gonna show you guys the materials, but just so you know, some things will be able to get changed. So, for example, the sand can also be red concrete powder or gravel or any type of concrete. As long as it is a gravity block, it should be fine. Let's just start at the beginning. You're gonna need 18 redstone repeaters, 16 pistons. If you want to make it larger, for every block further you want to go than 8, you just have to add 2. 15 is the max, but I would recommend to stay within 8 and 14 blocks, since at 15 the machine sometimes messes up. And I'm gonna do a tutorial for 8, and if you already understand how the machine works, I guess you would be able to make it shorter. 2 tripwire hooks, 4 string, 34 redstone dust. If you want to make it one further, just add 2. Same for the redstone repeater, by the way. Um, 16 redstone torches, also add 2 if you want to extend it by 1. 6 redstone stairs, does not need to be added, but it's just for the entrance. 2 glowstone for lights, also not needed if you have a different way of lights like torches. 16 stone slabs. This is so if the gravity blocks fall down, they fall onto that and they break. Can be any type of slab, by the way. Just a few stacks of sandstone. I did not count it completely correct, I think. So just if you just have a few stacks of blocks, you should be fine. This is just for treasure at the end of the hallway. So for example, um, over here at the end you have diamonds, and that's just so people walk towards it. And then you're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lava buckets. Or just lava blocks, or whatever type of lava you use, so the player actually dies. And at the end, 22 blocks of any gravity block. And now let's get started to the video. Okay, so right now I've gotten all the materials in my inventory. So like you see, got everything I'm gonna need. Um, Again, sandstone can be used as anything, and the sand, I actually got one too much. Can also be any gravity block. So don't worry if you have any different type of block because you just don't like what it looks like. This is just like a little sandstone theme I did just to make like look a little bit simpler, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I'm just get started right now. To get started, you want to place 1, 2 sandstone stairs, and then you place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sandstone blocks. Can again be any block, also for the stairs. Then we place 4 redstone dust here. Remember to keep it here. And then we place sandstone stairs here and here. If you're wondering why don't we just keep this as a block since this is 4, this is gonna make the machine a lot more simple to work at, and trust me, you're gonna enjoy this design a lot more than my other design I had earlier. At least my older design. Then you place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 redstone dust here, and 1, 2, 3 here, and then you do this and this, and then you go one further. After that, you would wanna place 1, 2, and 3 blocks here, and on the other side also. So one, oh, it's a little hard to do this. You can also just do this. 1, 2, and 3. After that, you're gonna place an entire row of sand. Actually, on the final block, you are allowed to have sandstone, by the way. This is just so we can actually make the tripwire hook. After that, you want to go one further up, and now it should look like this. If it does look like this, scroll back a little bit in the video and see what you have done wrong. After that, you place one tripwire hook here and one here, and you grab your string. And you place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like you see, it should make a clicking sound if you stand on it now. If it doesn't make a clicking sound, then there's something wrong. You just have to retry and check if you haven't missed any strings somewhere. If it's not connected, you probably missed one of these 4 blocks. After you're done with that, you place one sandstone here, one here, and one here. Can be any block, by the way, remember that. And you just place redstone on top of that. And now, if you stand on the tripwire hook, it should turn on. If it doesn't turn on, that means you haven't either or connected this, or the tripwire hook is not connected to each other. So look, like you see, it turns on now. After that, we want to grab our redstone repeaters, and we're just gonna place one here and here. It should look like this. Also, you want to keep them on the maximum amount of ticks here. If you don't, that's gonna be a lot harder for you, because then you're gonna have to do this. But we're just gonna keep it simple and do this. After that, you want to place 8 redstone dust. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can be shorter, can be longer. The maximum is 15, the minimum is 1, but I would recommend 8, since that is a very simple and good design to have, and it's still pretty reasonable as getting the materials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, you want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 redstone repeaters over here, and just the exact same here. Just basically place on all the redstone dust over here like this. And now if you turn it on, it should all turn on with a little delay. That's what you want, by the way. After that, we're gonna have to place just an entire row of blocks in front of all the repeaters, so they activate the block itself. So the redstone torches turn off once you stand on it. So right now you should have redstone dust, redstone repeater going into the block, of course the block, and then a redstone torch attached onto the block, not on the floor like this, onto the block. Also on the other side. You don't want to have any on the floor, so you know. After that, you would want to check if the redstone torch over here turn off once you stand on it. If it doesn't, check your wiring. Something should be wrong with your wiring if it doesn't work that. Remember, this tutorial is also for Bedrock Edition. If you're on Java Edition, this tutorial might not work for you, but it probably will. And then you just place 2 rows of sand like this. Just so you cover the entire place. Like that. Should look like this now. And also you would see if you place a piston against this, it immediately turns on, but we're not going to do this yet. First we're going to grab our stone slabs, and then you're over here, you're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And you're just going to hollow it out like this. Okay, so this entire space needs to be hollowed out until you're at this point. So you're just going to dig all of this out. And after you have done that, you grab any type of slab. I'm going to use stone slabs, it's pretty cheap to use. But it doesn't really matter which type of slab you use, since they won't be seeing the block. And then you just place it all across the floor. If you're wondering why, basically when the sand falls, it just gets destroyed immediately. After that, if you're in survival, you could just stand here and grab your lava bucket, and just do this. And now the player will of course die once they enter the place. So like the pistons will, look, if you do this, pistons, once you stand on it, it goes back, and if you stand on it, it falls down, and then the player will fall down with the piston itself. So pretty simple. So now we're gonna have to place the pistons all the way. Should be 16 pistons you're using. And then it looks like this. And now if you stand on it, it should all activate at the same time, like you see. After that, you place sand on all the pistons, like this. You could choose to place it on here, but you can also use sandstone as long as it is covered, because if it is not covered, it's gonna be very annoying to use. By the way, depending on how long you make it, at the end, always just put like this, so all the air blocks are covered. If you're wondering why, sometimes there's like a small little glitch, and then they will get into the place with the redstone torches, so they can still survive, and we don't want it happening. Because this is supposed to be a trap, and kill them. After that, you wanna make a little doorway. And if you're wondering why are we actually using stairs and why is this not just straight on the floor, you would be able to do that, but it would be less hidden that it is a trap, because it's important. If you go up here now, if you stand on this layer, you don't see the tripwire yet, because it's invisible at this layer. But if you get higher, that's the moment when you see it, but in the time you see it, you've already stood on it. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Just get that. And after that, I'm just gonna place back my sand blocks. You of course don't have to test it like that because it's gonna work. And then you just place like a little hallway with, this of course being open, because if it's not open, it's not gonna work. And keep 2 blocks open here. It's gonna be for the lighting, so so it won't be really dark in the hallway. And then just grab 2 glowstone, or if you have torches, you can just place them here, or whatever you want to use. But as long as there is lighting, because if there's no lighting, it's going to be pretty hard for the players to even reach the end of the hallway. Then you fill the top up with blocks, and then you can just choose what you want to have at the end of the hallway, a chest maybe, but whatever you want, you can just place it down. I'm just going to do very expensive materials, so people think like, okay, free materials. And then you just cover it up so they can't jump out or anything like that. Like you see, it should look like this now. Now I'm just gonna cover this part over here because it is pretty simple to see it from the outside. And of course you could just quite literally just do this when covering the redstone itself. But that is really all up to you, the way how you cover it. So even if you cover it or don't cover it, it should still work perfectly fine. And that's how you make it. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna test it out for you guys right now. Then now if you stand on it, this should happen. And then the player should die. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe. That would help out a lot actually, because I'm just trying to grow, and right now I'm only at like 60 or like 57 followers. So, if this tutorial helped, please like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy your day, and bye-bye.